Hi, I'm Peter Marshall, and welcome to a very special night of the Hollywood Squares. Now, over the next 2 hours, you'll get to see some of my favorite episodes, which include outrageous moments, lots of great celebrities, and even a few glaring fashion statements. Well, actually, they're tacky, from yours truly. We'll get things started with a show that was taped in May of 1968. Let's see now. We had Zsa Zsa Gabor, Paul Lynde, Jan Murray, Lorne, Greene, and a very excitable contestant that makes this particular episode one of Pete's picks. Take a look.
Lorne Greene, Zsa Zsa Gabor, Charley Weaver, Abby Dalton, Wally Cox, Kaye Ballard, Jan Murray, Paul Lynde, and Buddy Hackett, all in the Hollywood Squares. And here is the master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the nighttime edition of the Hollywood Squares. And hello, stars. How are you? Such a good bunch this evening. Lorne, nice to see you on the show.
Thank you.
Buddy Hackett's back, Paul Lynde, all our friends, Kaye, Abby, Zsa Zsa, Charley, Jan,
You said
Wally.
Zsa Zsa very funnily.
What, Zsa Zsa?
You didn't say Zsa Zsa with enough alone.
Well, you're such an old friend of ours
Oh,
here.
don't say the word old. I hate it.
No, I don't mean that way. I mean a dear friend, I'll say, all right?
But,
Let us say hello to a young lady who is a receptionist from San Diego. Her name is Priscilla Calderon. And guess what? She got engaged this morning. Welcome to Hollywood Squares. Say, that is impressive.
I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
Really? Is he a nice guy?
Oh, he's the most wonderful man in the world.
Oh, that's marvelous. Say good luck.
Thank you.
Not only with that, but on the show this evening, all right?
Yeah.
Let us meet a gentleman who is a salesman. He's married and the father of 2 children. His hobby is flying. Welcome, Pat Martin. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares.
Fine.
Good luck to you, sir. Say now, we'll play the first round of Hollywood Squares right after this. We'll be back. Us up and down diagonally. It is up to them to figure out if a star is giving a correct answer or making one up. That's how they get the squares. Every game is worth $300. In addition, in our first 2 games, we play for the secret square. If one of our contestants picks the secret square and is correct, this is the prize they will receive in round 1.
It's a trip around the world for 2.
Wow.
Via TWA, who feature foreign accent service on selected flights in the USA. Try a pinch of Italy or a taste of France. Fly in an English pub or a Manhattan penthouse. You'll be up, up, and away, TWA.
Let's show the home audience the secret square for that trip around the world via TWA. I understand that Pat Martin, Mr. X, won the toss backstage. That means you will start. Good luck to both of you. Pick a star.
Okay, thank you, Peter. I'll start with lovely Zsa Zsa Gabor. Wow.
Wow. Guess what, friends? Zsa Zsa is the secret square. This is a trip for 2 around the world via
you must
TWA.
win it.
And remember, only you can win. If you're wrong, the prize will go over to our next show. We have a special envelope here. Listen carefully. News media recently ran the story of Russia's newest monument to the Soviet victory during World War II at Volgograd. Volgograd. It's misspelled here. Volgograd. It wasn't Volgograd then. Was it Leningrad, Stalingrad, or St. Petersburg?
it is called now Volgograd.
It was then Volgograd. Yes.
And what
Leningrad, Stalingrad, St. Petersburg. Now.
Well, it must have been St. Petersburg because Leningrad and Stalingrad are, you know, with the new regime or with the Soviet regime. So I would think it is St. Petersburg.
She said it was St. Petersburg.
Oh, I've got to agree with you, Zsa Zsa.
You do agree?
I agree.
It was Stalingrad.
Oh, baby.
Nobody won the secret square, so in addition to what it was
I
worth,
feel
now
sick.
we'll add
How
something
could they do that? They
to...
don't like Stalin any longer.
The Russians will do anything.
Listen, Circle gets the square. Priscilla, as you know, if your opponent is incorrect, you receive the square. Unless he gives you 3 in a row. So, go.
All
Listen,
right.
wait a second. St. Petersburg is
Yes.
Stalingrad.
Leningrad.
St. Petersburg's in Florida.
And this is the, and this is the Hollywood Squares, and we must go on, Zsa Zsa. Priscilla?
I'd like to go with Kaye Ballard, please.
All righty.
Oh, please.
What president campaigned on the slogan, a chicken in every pot and a car in every garage?
Old MacDonald.
I wished I had said that.
Say that again.
All right, a chicken in every pot and a car in every garage. What president campaigned on that slogan?
Now that sounds like it would have. Oh, sounds like it could have been Coolidge, Hoover, or Wilson. It sounds like one of those three. Is that good enough?
No.
Oh. I'm going to take a guess. I'll say, since the crash, it was Hoover.
I'll disagree.
In 1928, Herbert Hoover, X gets the square. Turnabout, fair play, Pat.
Abby Dalton.
All right. Hi, Mumbles. How are you?
Fine, good.
I'm going with the girl.
Yes. Who are more self-centered, men or women?
About what?
About everything, I guess, Andy.
Self-centered.
About themselves, yes.
Think about themselves more.
Who are more self-centered, men or women?
I'm analyzing what self-centered means. Now that's a very tricky question, Peter, and I think you would automatically say women because they're always putting on makeup and things like that, but I think men are, no, I think women, men.
I disagree, Abby.
It is women. They have fewer outside interests than men and are much more preoccupied with themselves.
That's
And
what
he disagreed and put an
means.
X right there. Priscilla.
I'd like to go with Buddy Hackett, please.
Hi, Buddy. No. Buddy.
I'm the secret round.
Hey, Buddy. There's a new film out about a Broadway musical. In the picture, the musical is called Springtime for Hitler. What's the name of the movie?
Das ist mein Wegen von Kimmen und gehen jetzt hier, suchen dir nicht, was es gibt, aber stehen und suchen das im Meiner. And that was the book. Now, well, it was written by Mel Brooks and directed by Mel Brooks, and the lead is played by the second funniest man in the world, Zero Mostel, and the name of it is The Producers. The first funniest man is Jan.
Well,
I'm going to agree.
that's it. He
That's
just
always
covered
good.
it.
I know
Full
everything
circle
in the
there.
world.
Pat?
Let's go with Mr. Peepers, Wally Cox.
All right, Wally. Does the ebb tide flow toward or away from the sea?
I beg pardon?
Does the ebb tide flow toward or away from the sea?
Oh, on alternate Thursdays, it flows toward I'm not going to tell you what it does the rest of the time.
Your answer then, Wally?
Toward.
I'll agree with Wally.
It's low tide toward the sea, and put an X there. Priscilla. Several ways. Go ahead. You can go right now.
All right, Mr. Charley Weaver, please.
All righty.
All
For the
right.
block. At any zoo.
What's that?
At any zoo.
Yeah.
Who would you see with blue cheeks, a long, flat, red nose, and blue and red hindquarters?
The guy that blows up the balloons for the kids. Or Elsie Cracky. Oh, that is a member of the primate family. Mandrill of the baboon.
I'm going to agree.
That's good news, because he is correct. Put a circle there. Pat Martin.
Let's try Jan Murray to win.
For $300. What would you be watching if a man in motion on the snap led to an easy score?
A man in motion on a snap
Led to an
easy score. I'd be watching an Italian movie. What would I be watching? Snapping a score. I would think I'd be watching a football game.
I'll agree with that. It's
That's
football.
right. You, sir, have $300. Very good. Say, incidentally, the player who wins the most cash during a show gets a special bonus prize. You'll see that later. Now let's begin round two. This is the prize for another big secret square, along with that trip around the world. Kenny?
Plus the trip around the world for two via TWA, we add a new 1968 Pontiac Firebird. Enjoy wide tracking, the great American sport, in this new 68 Pontiac Firebird convertible, where beauty, power, and thrilling performance are yours to command.
Let's show the home audience the secret square for round two. Incidentally, Priscilla and Pat. The stars are hearing these questions for the first time, as you know, but before the show, general areas are discussed to help them with the bluffs once in a while. They're tricky. You got to watch them, and Circle will start the round. Good luck to you, Priscilla.
Thank you. Wally Cox, please.
Please. It is a common belief that if you ignore a bee, it will not sting you. Is this true?
Common with whom, Peter?
No, just an ordinary bee, you know.
All right, a common bee will not sting you if you hold still. If you hold still near a beehive, you can believe that all you like. I wouldn't stand, no, there are places where you should not stand still as far as bees are concerned. They have their opinions as to where it's all right for you to stand still.
I see.
It's not
Priscilla?
universally favorable.
I agree with that man.
He is correct. Put a circle right there. Pat?
Let's go with Paul Lynde.
Put Paul in. He's breaking up already. Say, in literature, what is it that writes and having writ moves on?
A meter maid. The hand of fate.
I'll disagree.
The moving finger. You disagree. Put an X there. Secret Square, around the world, Pontiac Firebird. Where is it? Priscilla.
I'm going to try Abby Dalton.
She could be the secret. No. Abby,
According I was mumbling to Buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. According to Emily Post,
Yes.
when a gentleman is walking with a lady in the city, is it proper for him to smoke a cigarette?
Proper for him to smoke a cigarette while he's walking?
With a young lady, yes, or with an elderly lady, for that matter.
It's not proper for a woman to.
We know that. We're asking about this gentleman.
Not a cigar.
No, it's a cigarette, Abby.
A cigarette. I wouldn't appreciate it, but then I'm so puritanical anyway. I know all those rules about smoking because I don't smoke. I would say I wouldn't appreciate it, no.
All right, I'll agree with you.
Emily believes that, too. It is no. So, fellas,
Good.
take heed and put a circle there. Pat?
We have to go with Charley Weaver the Block.
Charlie the Block could be the secret square, is not. Yes, it's you. What are you doing down there, Plank?
I have a pot roast under here.
Oh, I see.
Yes, you do.
We have a terse question. Who was Nancy Hanks?
Nancy Hanks was Abraham Lincoln's mother. Is that terse enough?
Yes. Let's find out.
I'll disagree.
Oh, she was for years, yes. Circle does not
Almost
get
from
the
the
square. We'll give you 3 in a row. The third, and you must earn yourself, and we'll come back to you in just a second. But first of all, we have a message. We'll be back with more of the Hollywood Squares right after this. Worth a trip around the world and a Pontiac Firebird, and it is Priscilla Calderon's turn. We know that Charley Weaver... Zsa, excuse me, dear, I have to explain something very important. We know that Charley is not the secret square, Priscilla. It's either Kaye, Jan, Buddy, Zsa, or our friend Lorne Greene from Bonanza. So...
Well, I think I'll take Mr. Lorne Greene.
Could be the I had a hunch you were, sir. No?
He looks
I'm not the secret square?
No, not this evening. In what sport do you find a pair of players known as the battery?
Sometimes horse racing.
Think about that one.
Not always. The battery, I think probably would be found at a place like Dodger Stadium in baseball.
I'll agree.
The catcher and the pitcher, they are the battery, and put a circle there. Pat? Strategy time here. Several ways to play it.
I'll go with Buddy Hackett.
Could be the... No. No. King Solomon's father...
You didn't say nothing about my haircut.
I love your haircut, incident. I didn't
You know
want
I
to say
went?
anything about it in case I
Isn't it
offended
nice?
you.
I used to have it parted.
Yeah.
And then I used to plaster it down with Vicks.
I remember that. We could
Yeah,
smell you
or
coming.
Sedine oil or something like that. But now it has the natural look. And next week I'm going to buy one of them Nehru suits.
Yeah.
A white one.
Right.
You know who did this?
Who did that?
Gene Chakov. You know him?
No.
Oh, yes, he's a ladies' hairdresser.
That's right. But I held him with one hand while he
King Solomon's father was King David of Israel. Who was his famous mother?
Esther Cohen.
I can't accept that.
Esther. Queen Esther.
I'll disagree.
Bathsheba.
Bathsheba was also his wife.
Yeah.
Was
What are they?
David's wife.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh.
Did you ask me David's mother or...
Yes. His mother.
David was married to Bathsheba.
What did I say? Huh? Solomon's mother, I said.
Oh, David was married to Bathsheba.
Yes, and they had, well, it was so much fun. They lived right down the
First
street.
she
I
was
remember.
married. First she was married to Uriah.
You're kidding.
No, then they sent him to war.
Yeah.
See? So when he was in a war, Uriah, David called her up. He said, listen, I got a letter from the Red Cross. I want to read it to you. Come over here.
What happened?
Oh, it's been such a scandal. You wouldn't believe it.
Priscilla Calderon.
I'll go with Jan Murray. Trying to find
That's the secret square.
Find the secret
That's
square.
This young lady got engaged this morning, and this is for a 1968 Pontiac Firebird. You can go all around the States. Not only that, a trip for two around the world via TWA. Remember, only you can win. If you're wrong, we're going to cry a lot. Special envelope here, Jan. Who played the title role in the classic gangster movie Scarface? Was it Edward G. Robinson, Paul Muni, or John Garfield?
I can't get Buddy's haircut out of my head. How do you like that? Who played Scarface?
The title role, right.
Between who? Amongst who? Excuse me.
Edward G. Robinson, Paul Muni, John Garfield.
It was Paul Muni.
I'll agree.
It was Paul Muni.
That's
Priscilla
bringing in the big
Calderon.
ones, Jan, baby.
You have won a 1968 Pontiac Firebird and a trip around the world via TWA. Congratulations.
I gotta be dreaming.
No, that's it. Listen, by the way, the person with the most money on the show.
Are you sure that's a lucky ring?
I think it is.
Let me ask you something, Priscilla.
I can't say a word tonight.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Amongst all your friends and relatives, did anyone ever give you such a nice gift like I just did for you?
Except this.
Watch
My
it.
Except the
ring.
ring. Okay.
Just watch it, Priscilla. Incidentally, the person who wins the most cash on the show has a special bonus prize. That's very important. Yeah, here, I've got some stuff here. I can't mention the prawn. No, you mentioned
Why
it,
is she
Abby.
crying? Oh, maybe she don't want to go.
Who are you going to take?
Now, you two stop it. We're trying to win some money here. Go ahead.
Just
Pat.
think. You get one more right answer, you get the engine.
I'll tell you what. If you don't want the trip, you can have my personal check for $20,000 or a 3-pound block of cement, which is of equal value.
In the motion picture of the same name, who was Daddy Longlegs? Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire, or Dan Daly?
Me thinks that was Fred Astaire.
I agree.
You think's right. Put the X there.
It was also Warner Baxter. Warner Baxter played
Priscilla?
the first one.
I'm gonna go with Mr. Charlie Weaver.
For $300. That's a tie game here. Where would you find a ship's spanker?
Ship spanker. No, I better not. A ship spanker, you would find, it's a sail. And you would find it in the forward part of the ship.
I'm gonna agree with you.
We'll accept that. It's the last sail on a full rigged ship, but you said sail, and that's what we're looking for. We have a sail here, $300 for Priscilla Calderon.
Could have fooled me, Pete. I figure if it's a sail, it's in the basement.
Say, if these shows should end in the middle of a game, we'll give our players $50 for each square they have on the board, which I stated earlier. It's very important because it will count toward their cash total and the big bonus prize at the end of the show. Clear the board. Okay, Pat, you'll start this, right?
Let's go with Wally Cox.
I didn't.
Is there any truth to the old saying that lightning never strikes twice in the same place?
There's no truth to it, but there's a lot of lie to it. When lightning strikes, In the first place, it strikes about 15 or 20 times at a time, and it has favorite places, like the Empire State Building, or is that mentioning a product?
Let's hear it out there.
How do you feel about all this, Falderall, Pat?
Yes, I'm going to agree with that.
It strikes the Empire State from 30 to 40 times, 5 times a year. As an example, put an X there. Priscilla.
Oh, that's
Mr. Paul Lynde, please.
To Paul Lynde, what should you call the group of dancers in a ballet?
Silly savages. the corps de ballet.
Corps de ballet, that's right, that's correct.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I'll put a circle there. Okay, Pat.
Abby Dalton, please.
We'll go to the Abby Dalton questions here, see what we have. What does it mean to take French leave?
Take French leave? Oh, that means if you're French, you go over the hill. It's to go over the hill. It's AWOL.
I'm going to disagree.
Leave without permission or notice. You are correct. And circle
That's
gets
right,
the square.
AWO loose.
Priscilla.
Mr. Buddy Hackett, please.
For $600. In Jack and the Beanstalk, what nationality is Jack?
I know he's not Jewish because he would never swap the cow for 6 beans. I know that. Jack was Danish.
Priscilla?
I'm going to disagree. I don't...
Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman, said the giant. He was English, he disagreed.
Oh, that's right, he had a Danish before he went out.
All right, now, clear the board. We'll start another round. And Miss Circle, you'll start this round. Priscilla, what a great night for you.
I don't think I'm going to be able to take any more. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. All right.
Let the greed come through.
Kaye Ballard, please.
Hey, Miss Bernardo.
Yes,
What's the best way to clean an electric blanket, in a washer or in the dry cleaners, at the dry cleaners?
Dry clean. Right.
In a washer. Dry cleaning can hurt the washer. Put an X there. A break for you, Pat.
Yeah, Jan Murray, please.
Singer. I'm not a laundress.
We go to the Jan Murray questions here. Katie lives with Robbie, Steve, Chip, Ernie, and...
Oh, wait a minute.
Katie?
Shh, it's so noisy.
I know. We have a
May I
noisy
hear
group
it
tonight.
now?
Yes. Katie lives with Robbie, Steve, Chip, Ernie, and Uncle Charley on what very popular television show?
Katie lives with all those guys. It's got to be Peyton Place. Katie lives with all of these people.
Robbie, Steve, Chip, Ernie, and Uncle Charley.
Well, I want to take an educate. The only thing I could think of is Brian Keith's show, Family Affair. That's a little girl lives with all these men. I don't know any of their names, but that's what sounds sensible to me.
Let's find out.
I'll disagree.
My Three Sons. Put an X there.
Oh, I didn't think of that one, yeah.
Very, very good. Say now, we'll be back with more of the Hollywood Squares in just a moment, so don't go away. There's still a lot of excitement left. You have 2 games for $600, and you are the big winner. So here is your bonus prize. Listen.
It's a La Petite Slimline Contemporary Grand by Kimball, an exquisite beauty in Perennian walnut. Kimball Grand, style to be perfectly compatible in a contemporary home, an instrument worthy of the masters.
I just started taking piano lessons.
That little Listen to this. You have that trip around the world, the Pontiac Firebird, $600 in cash, and the piano. You have over $8,000 in cash and merchandise. Congratulations, Priscilla Calderon. That's great. Say thank you, Star. She was so noisy tonight, but I really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun, and I hope you viewers enjoyed it. Say, incidentally, don't miss the Hollywood Squares next Friday night. Also, daytime at 11:30 Eastern Time, 10:30 Central Time. Thank you again, Stars. Peter Marshall saying, have a good weekend. Thank you.
As a memento of the show, each contestant will receive a home version of the Hollywood Squares game.
Van Gogh, Pollock, Picasso, Tammy.
A tulip. Tiptoe to the tulip.
That's it.
Draw your own conclusions. Win, lose, or draw. Weekdays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, only on Game Show Network.
This program has been pre-recorded.
Hey, welcome back to an evening of X's and O's as the Hollywood Squares Marathon continues. Now, in this next episode, taped in October of 1972, Paul Lynde gets a little frisky about a question on airline procedures, making it an instant classic. And joining Paul we have the very funny Mel Brooks, Michael Landon, Vincent Price, just to name a few. So take a look, and I think you'll enjoy it.
One of these stars is sitting in the secret square, and the contestant who picks it first could win a prize package worth over $2,000. Which star is it? Michael Landon, Lee Grant, Red Foxx, Vincent Price, Wally Cox, Rosemary, Mel Brooks, Lynde DeJoy, or Paul Lynde, all in the Hollywood Squares. And here is the master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Martin.
Thank you very much, Kenny Williams. A very good evening. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares. Hello, stars.
Hey, Peter.
Go ahead, attack the jacket, folks. Mel, your first comment.
Yes, Mr. Interlocutor.
Yeah, that's it. Red, with your coat and my coat, we could go out. I got a great name for the act, Stumpin' Stumpy. Yes. Our Miss Circle this evening is Karen Myers. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares, Karen.
Thank you.
Nice round of applause for Karen Myers, please, audience. Karen is a housewife, mother of two, married to a general manager of a car lot.
Yes, there's a lot there.
Yes. Well, we wish you luck this evening. Yes. Mr. X is Ken Smith. Hiya, Ken.
How do you do?
Nice to see you. Ken Smith. Ken is a teacher and water polo coach, married to a teacher. They have a young daughter, and we have a commercial word or two or three, and we'll return and play a secret square game worth over $2,300. Row either across it but not a diagonally. It is up to them to figure out if the stars give me a correct answer or making one up. That's how they get the squares. Every game completed is worth $250, and the person who wins the most cash tonight will win a brand new car. In addition, in our first two games, they play for a secret square. Mr. Williams.
And Circle starts the secret square, which includes this handsomely styled sofa by Kraler, one of the world's largest makers of upholstered furniture, performance-tested fabrics, deep-seated comfort from Kraler, and a certificate to Dairy Queen. Let's all go to the Dairy Queen, where the whole family can enjoy America's favorite sundaes, delicious shakes, and other frozen treats. And from Brunswick, the fabulous Dunham home billiard table, one of the finest made. It's fun for the whole family by Brunswick. Plus, a complete line of his and her cosmetics, makeup, and skincare products from Vanda Beauty Counselors, division of Dart Industry, and Kimball's Swinger Organ, amazing new feature. The entertainer makes beginner sound like an experienced musician. Play a simple one-finger melody and select rhythm accompaniment of your choice from Kimball Piano and Organ Company.
To show the home audience the secret square. As you know, the stars are briefed before the show to help them with their bluffs. Karen, I understand you won the toss backstage. A good start. To whom are you going?
The one and only Paul Lynde.
The one and only. Mr. Only. True or false? Some airlines now give you a thorough frisking before permitting you to board the plane.
Well, that's the only reason I fly. Frisking on the body.
Yeah. Where else? Some airlines. A thorough frisking.
I'll tell you, I'll be honest, you know, it's like we had a question about, you know, why celebrities, what is the first, you know, we always get the tables. They always pass me through, they don't. I've never seen actual body searching. I think that's false.
I disagree.
No, it's true, Paul. It's true. With a circle. Ken, your turn.
One touch, please.
You are in Africa, and you hear a deep roar like a lion's. Is it possible you just heard the voice of an ostrich?
I resemble Vincent Price.
Thank you, Wally. I think you do, too.
How about this thing in Africa? You hear a deep roar like a lion's. Is it possible you just heard the voice of an ostrich?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I thought I heard an ostrich.
He said yes.
I agree.
It is, yes, they sound very much like a lion. And so you watch yourself. And we have an X there and a circle, and Karen, your turn.
The beautiful Lee Grant.
You went to Lee Grant? Yes. Hi, Lee.
Hi.
According to Cosmopolitan, do you read Cosmopolitan? Oh, okay. But according to them, it has been described by one expert as the art of relaxation. Another calls it the oldest known system for health and happiness. What is it?
Probably an Eastern way of relaxing, such as the Zen things or the yoga or...
Karen?
I disagree.
Yes, yoga, in fact, and we can't accept that. So we put an X there. Can I break for you?
Rosemary, please.
Ro.
Why do they always go, Rosemary? Why don't they say, the lovely Rosemary?
Try it again. Ken, who are you going to?
Rosemary.
Okay.
The lovely Rosemary.
Yeah.
Can't get me back.
No, that's lovely. No, Ken. Listen, Ro.
All right, Peter.
Ro, please, we must move along here.
Yes,
These people
move
have to
along.
win cash and prizes. According to Dear Abby, is there a law that can force a man to marry a woman?
Yes, and I think it's called a mother-in-law.
The mother-in-law. That's cute, yes. But is there a law that can force a man to marry a woman?
Is there a law that can force a man? You mean legitimately law? That kind of law? Force a man. Gee, I don't know. That takes in a lot of territory. I would say somewhere there's got to be a law that would force a man to marry
She said
a woman.
yes.
I'll agree.
No.
Nowhere at all? I'm
No,
dead
with a
altogether.
circle.
Ooh, Lee Grant, you again.
I'm terribly sorry?
Isn't it my turn?
Yes, it is your
Oh,
turn.
Lee Grant.
No, Lee has already been
I'm
chosen.
sorry.
That's okay,
I'm
Karen.
sorry.
It's just one of those evenings. There's a secret square up there.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And I'll go to Vincent Price.
That's maybe a good move. All right. You're a fly.
I certainly am.
Will you more likely be hit if someone swats a little ahead of you or a little behind you?
Or my little behind, huh? I did a picture called The Fly once. And
With Brett Halsey, I remember
with
that.
Brett Halsey, and I was in the web, and I was going, help me, help
I
me.
remember that.
Remember that?
It's one of the funniest movies I've ever
It
seen.
really
in my
was.
whole life,
I
yes.
agree with you.
But you are a fly. Will you
I-
more likely be hit if someone swats a little ahead of you or a little behind you?
A little ahead of me.
Ahead of you.
Oh, once more, please.
You're a fly. Will you be more likely to be hit if someone swats a little ahead of you or a little behind you? He's a little ahead of you.
I disagree.
No, behind you. Science Digest suggests aiming slightly
You're right.
behind a fly because it usually goes a little backwards before taking to the air. Isn't that sweet? With a circle. Ken, your turn.
Linda Day George, please.
Richard Burton once played the film role of a defrocked clergyman who wound up giving tours in Mexico. What was the title of the film?
Oh, The Night of the Iguana.
Night of the Iguana.
Absolutely right.
Absolutely right. And you have the block. Karen, secret square.
Oh, Red Fox.
Your hen has just laid a white egg. Now, is it likely that the next one will be brown?
Yeah, and there goes the chicken ranch.
In other words, if your hen lays white eggs, does it lay solely white eggs, or does it also lay brown eggs?
No, the hen has nothing to do with the color.
Well,
It was
we
just,
need a yes or a no on this. Let me try the question
Okay,
again.
then I'll get
Your
the
hen
question.
has just laid a white egg.
I got the question, Peter.
Is it likely that the next
No.
one will be brown? He said no.
I think it should be brown.
No, we need a yes or a no, love. Do you understand? Let me try it again. Your hen has just laid a white egg. Is it likely that the next one will be brown? He said no.
I disagree.
It is no. Certain breeds lay certain colors, and we put an X there. It is your turn, Ken.
Michael Landon.
Not the secret square, but $250. According to Playboy, what is the minimum number of sets... let me try that again. According to Playboy, what is the minimum number of sets of underwear a man should have in his wardrobe? 8, 12, or 16?
Jewish Pa would let us have underwear just to start out with. How many? 8?
8, 12, or 16. Minimum amount.
Minimum amount.
Of underwear. Sets of underwear. A man should have in his wardrobe.
Sets?
Yeah. That's the
Oh,
T-shirt.
I've only been wearing one pair at a time. Geez, I don't know. I'd say 8.
8.
I don't know. I'll say he's right.
I'll say he's wrong. It's 12. Circle gets the square. It's your turn, Karen.
Mel Brooks.
That's the sacred square. Not only for $250, but a $2,000 secret square special envelope. Mel, listen carefully. In 1962, Gregory Peck won an Oscar for his role in the film To Kill a Mockingbird. What did he play in that movie? A doctor, a lawyer, or a teacher?
He was a lawyer.
He was a lawyer.
I didn't see that one.
He was a lawyer. Say yes.
You sure?
Yes, please. I want you to win the secret square. He was a lawyer. He was, really. I wouldn't fool him. He was a lawyer. Say lawyer. Say lawyer.
Agree.
Guess what?
I don't know.
He was a lawyer.
Right.
With a circle. You got it. Karen, you have won $250 in cash, plus the sofa, the billiard table, the cosmetics, the swinger organ, worth over $2,000. We're going to have another secret square game. Am I right, Kenny? Absolutely right, yes. Oh, but we'll have a commercial first. Have you ever seen this show? Secret square prices.
Yes, and next starts the Secret Square game worth over $2,000. First, a $1,000 gift certificate from the famous Spiegel Catalog Company. Over 50,000 quality items providing value, selection, economy. Spiegel, Chicago, 60609. And there it is, a pedigree.
You've got to see it, though.
Of
Is that
St.
gorgeous?
Bernard puppy.
Oh, he's beautiful.
It's from Dr. Pet Centers, pet specialists coast to coast. All pets, pet care, and feeding products in clean, bright, modern facilities. And lollipops, the pet treat that dogs and cats love. Feed your dog lollipops now in 4 flavors: beef, liver, chicken, and regular lollipops. And year-round cooking on a Charm Glow gas grill. Real outdoor flavor, no lighter fluids, ashes, or mess. No waiting either, plus a soft Charm Glow gas light. Charm Glow products, Antioch, Illinois, and Purr, the first power detangler, invented to help stop split ends before they split. New from Gillette. And then we'll fly to Las Vegas for a week stay at the Union Plaza Hotel, newest in Las Vegas, one of the world's largest casinos. Garage, showroom, lounges, gourmet rooms, pool, 504 rooms. It's your play at the Plaza.
Let us show the home audience the secret square in this game. I know that Ken will start this round.
All in, please.
Gene Kelly. Gene Kelly said recently, "I'll be pleased if it comes back. It's really a form of courtship." What was he referring to?
Oh, his hair.
I'll be pleased if it comes back. This is according to Gene Kelly. It's really a form of courtship. What was he referring to?
If it really comes back, it was a form of courtship. I would say movies.
Movies.
I'll agree.
No. Ballroom dancing. Ballroom dancing. With a circle. Karen, a break for you.
The terrifying pussycat. Vincent Price.
Listen carefully, Vinny. Right or wrong?
Yes.
Right or wrong?
Yes.
The most common name in the world is Wong. W-O-N-G.
I may be Wong, but I think you're wonderful, isn't she? She called me a terrifying pussycat.
Yes, I
now,
know.
how can I pull myself together?
Is the most common name in the world Wong? W-O-N-G.
Anna Mae Wong. I used to know her very well. I would think it probably is.
I do too.
Yes, it is. Now, that's interesting. With a circle. Ken, your turn.
Lynde Day George, please.
Lynde Day George. I thought she might be the secret square. The 16th Amendment to the Constitution gives Congress the power to do something that most people don't especially like. What is that?
Tap phone lines.
Tap phone lines.
I would disagree.
No, levy and collect income taxes, which is even worse with an X. Karen, go right ahead.
Well, since Cary Grant's not here, I take Wally Cox.
Wally.
Napoleon said 6 hours for men, 7 hours for women, and 8 for idiots. What was he referring to?
Do you really think that I can fill her shoes?
I don't know, Wallace, but Napoleon said this.
Yes.
6 hours for men, 7 hours for women, and 8 hours for idiots. What was he referring to?
Betty Bye.
I agree.
That's right, sleep. Very good. With another circle. Ken, your turn.
Red Fox, please.
Red Fox, and that's the secret square. Ken. Son of a gun. Yeah. It's also worth over $2,000. Special envelope. Everybody listen carefully. Red, to you, sir. One of the world's most famous operas was written for the opening of the Suez Canal in 1871. Was it Aida, Carmen, or Don Giovanni? 1871. It was written for the opening of the Suez Canal. Aida, Carmen, or Don Giovanni?
Could you repeat that one more time?
One of the world's most famous operas was written for the opening of the Suez Canal in 1871. Was it Aida? Was it Carmen? Or was it Don Giovanni?
Aida.
Aida.
Gee, 1 out of 3. I'll say I disagree.
Oh.
He's right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, no.
I didn't know any of
We're sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Not you. We're sorry.
Next time.
By Verdi, yes. And so we can't put a circle there. You were going for the odds, and it didn't work out. So, Karen, you'll have to earn the third circle yourself. Several ways to do it.
Beautiful. Michael Landon.
Say, cuteness.
No, I mean it nice. You really are.
There's an old tradition. Moving along musically, there is an old tradition that horses will never throw a certain type of woman. What kind?
According to a tradition?
Yeah, that horses will never throw a certain type of woman.
A woman that weighs more than they do. No, a pregnant woman.
A pregnant woman.
Oh, I thought cool. Well, I disagree.
It's pregnant, yes. This belief, however, has been discounted by many pregnant women. So watch it for the next. And you're back in it, my friend. Ken.
Mel Brooks, please.
For $250 in a tie game. It is considered the grandest monument to the genius of ancient Rome engineering. What is it?
Carlo Ponti's elevator shoes. They're incredible. They worked for 14 years. They raised him up so he could kiss Sophia Loren on the mouth. The greatest structure?
The grandest monument to the genius of ancient Roman engineering. It is considered that. What is it?
It would have to be the Colosseum.
The Colosseum.
It would have to be the Colosseum.
I'll agree.
That's right. $250 for Ken Smith. That gets the square. That means we're going to pause for a commercial word or two. We'll return and play another game. Cash it during the show gets a special bonus prize. Ken.
And it's the 73 Vega. Rides comfortably, corners flat, steers and operates easily. The economy hatchback Vega Coupe.
Incidentally, if a show should end in the middle of a game, we'll add $50 to our players for each square they have on the board, and we'll play the game until we hear the buzzer. And if one contestant has selected a star when that buzzer rings, then we'll complete his or her turn. You'll start this round, Karen. So
Oh, Pauline.
Paul, do psychiatrists consider it abnormal for a bride to cry a lot during the first few weeks of her marriage? Yes or no?
Why don't they mind their own business? I think, not from my experience, but I hear they do cry a lot.
I agree.
It is no, it's very normal, in fact. With a circle. Ken, your turn. Mel, if we located a Neanderthal man who happened to be still alive, could he be taught to speak English, a Neanderthal man?
A Neanderthal man. Now, well, we're in the ballpark. Because, I was back there then, way back. I'm not talking George M. Cohen. I'm saying way back. I knew a Neanderthal man, short, with bandy legs. I taught him how to talk. I taught him 3 words. I taught him cave, woman, and rock. He married a rock.
But if we located a Neanderthal man, could he be taught to speak English, yes or no?
Actuellement, it would be fair to impossible because the caveman made a few primitive
yes
sounds.
Yes or no? We need a yes or no.
No, he had not the equipment to talk.
I agree.
Neanderthal man had no pharynx and was capable of only grunts and other ape-like noises. But the next, and Karen, your turn.
Vincent Price.
Vincent, we're all familiar with the famous Gilbert and Sullivan operetta, The Mikado. But just what is a Mikado?
Mikado is an emperor of Japan.
Karen?
Agree.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Well, then circle. Jen.
George, please.
A male singer, Linda, a male singer with a tenor voice is called a tenor. What is a woman with a tenor voice called? An alto.
Disagree.
No, a tenor. She is also called a tenor with an X. Karen, your turn.
Michael Landon.
For the block here, you have a date with a girl al fresco. Where did the two of you spend the evening?
At Al Fresco's. Oh, we spent the evening at her place.
At her place?
Agree.
No, outside. Al fresco means outdoors. We can't put an X there. Ken, you'll have to earn that yourself.
Go back to Michael Landon,
For
please.
$500. According to Dear Abby, is it a good idea to ask a stranger where he bought his toupee? Yes or no?
It's a stupid question. Is it a good idea to ask a friend?
A stranger where
A
he bought his
stranger?
toupee?
No, I don't think so.
I'll agree.
A close friend, maybe, but not a stranger. X gets the square. $500. Ken Smith. We're going to clear the board, and I believe every square is worth $50, so Karen, you'll start.
Paul Lynde.
Paul, according to Reverend Billy Graham, there is a price to be paid for every miracle and blessing we receive. And the minimum requirement is what?
$5, $10.
Is what?
$5, $10.
That means that the buzzer is sounded and the time is up, but we must finish this question. So, Paul, I'll go back to you. According to Reverend Billy Graham, there is a price to be paid for every miracle and blessing we receive, and the minimum requirement is?
Thankfulness.
Thankfulness.
True. Agree.
Faith, not thankfulness. I don't believe we can we accept thankfulness, old Great British? No. Faith. We put an X there, and we add up the scores. First of all, we have for Karen Myers $250, and you won our secret square worth over $2,000.
Wow.
We have
I
lovely
didn't
party
know.
gifts for you. I hope you enjoyed yourself this
Lawyer,
evening.
say
Oh,
lawyer.
really did.
You were delightful. We had a lot of
Thank you.
fun.
So did I.
And thank
Wow.
you for Karen Myers. Wasn't she delightful? She really was. We had a lot of fun. Thank you, dear. Well, Ken, you lost the secret square. You had a shot at that, but you kept right on going, and that means you have $550 in cash. You are the total cash winner, and you have a brand new Chevrolet Vega sedan, our T-shirt. Thank you. We have two lovely winners, and that's always fun. I'd like to thank Red Foxx, who stars here on NBC in Sanford and Son. Always a pleasure. Lovely Lee Grant. You look so lovely. Thank you. Come and see us soon
Oh,
again.
I want to.
Michael Landon, director, producer, writer, actor. Doesn't wear a tie, but he's cute.
And I make suits.
Linda Day, Mel, Ro, Paul, Vinny, and Wally. The Paul Lynde Show. Peter Marshall, on behalf of them and a lovely studio audience this evening, wishing you and yours a lovely evening. Join us here next week. Thank you.
These are your friends.
You need $10,000 to invest in a llama farm? No problem.
Of course I'll go to the prom with you. You're a dork, and I totally dig it. These are your foes.
You'll have to bear with me. I'm a little new at this.
Do me a favor. Take this briefcase full of books across the border.
Friend or foe? It pays to know.
Friend or Foe, tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Game Show Network.